you're on that brink between the generations. I think we all love, the guys our age, we all love albums. We all love, listening to 12 songs at a clip or whatever. And even if you have to flip the album over, I just remember sitting on a beanbag chair in a dark den and with the cans on and just immersing myself in the music, and that's all I wanted to do. You guys have short attention spans now. You want one song, if a full song, and then you want out.
No, I'm definitely. What I'm saying, I do listen to. I love albums. I'm definitely an album guy.
A show. Get Hippie has a show where he reviews albums. Don't you know anything, man? My God.
Well, I know that, but still, he's part of that younger generation.
You don't see all those things. You don't see all those things behind him. Those are called albums, Eric. So he listens.
No, I get.
He's aware of that.
No, I get what you're saying. What you're saying is that like I am in that in between generation, because there are people that aren't that much younger than me that are definitely more like, I just want to release singles and that's all I want to do.
Right.
And I'm somewhere in between where it's like, I don't know what the right thing to do is, because I just put out an album with my band and I was like, I wanted to do an album because I wanted to press it on record. So, but a more interesting conversation, actually, now that we're talking about like new generations versus maybe older generations or whatever, would be modern rock production. Because you just mentioned you recorded some songs, and recording music has changed so much over the course of the past couple of decades, particularly the last decade. Just modern techniques and abilities to do things. Granted, you recorded at a place that I feel is probably embracing more of an old school approach to recording. But, what are both of your individual takes on just modern rock production?
Go ahead, Bobby.
So from I guess like a lo-fi perspective, I would say, especially with my friends who've done electronic music around here, it's been perfect, right? Because they can work out ideas and do everything that they need to do and get almost anything that they would have done in a studio only at their own time, and being able to work with it when they want, mix it down and then send it out and have it mastered. That worked very well for a lot of people that I know that are in that genre of music. I think for rock and roll and sort of that garage rock thing that we have going, we could probably do either or. It's just really nice to be able to go into an awesome studio like the Vault that has the Neve board in there, that's recorded so much rock and roll history. Certain sounds, that you get recording in those studios, I think really matter, and just people who know how to use their equipment matters the most. So on either side, right? I've heard some excellent recordings that have come out of, people's houses that sound amazing. And then I've heard great recordings that have come out of great studios like that we get the pleasure of recording in the Vault. So that's my perspective. Absolutely.
What about you, Eric?
Yeah, I think that I want to say that probably the most... I want to say the pre-production costs have probably dropped the most, and that's a significant thing. Everybody can work out their ideas now. I try to think of how many ideas Aerosmith had that got lost simply because they didn't have the technology to document them immediately like we do. I mean, almost every single idea I have now gets documented somehow, because the first thing I do is I hum it into my phone so that I don't forget it. And then you've got the ability to take that and, put it on a cheap home studio, like you run in Reaper or something for free. And for $99, you've got an interface where I can do everything except provide all the talent, like I've got the drum set, I've got the bass, I've got the guitar, and I've got a vocal microphone. Now, I can't play all of those well enough to make great songs. But I can bring ideas to the people who can make them into great songs. And then we take those, we make them into better idea, we make them into something solid. And then you take that to a studio at the Vault, and then you start paying real money. And, but the amount of real money that was wasted on pre-production and stuff I think that's the biggest significant change that has gone on. And over the years, and that's probably a good thing. I mean, not necessarily a great thing for, you know, the guys manning the studios and stuff, but I'll tell you right now, the vault doesn't have any vacancies. I mean, they're not hurting for work, so somebody's recording, and that's a good thing.